Hi everyone. I've got another relatively short space of time in the house, I think, by myself. So I just thought I would do another one of these, just in case anybody wanted to watch it. So I'm not sure how long it'll last, but there we go. So I'm just currently working on this guy. Still needs quite a bit of work going, but he's getting there. And what else have we done? Finished up these. So they're going to go home soon, hopefully. This one and this one that was working the last time I did one of these streams. But yeah, they're finished now. Yeah, pretty pleased with them actually. I think they came out quite well. And yeah, they're going to be going home soon. So I'm starting another commission soon. It's arrived actually, a load of Space Marines, but I'm just taking a bit of a break just to work on some of my own bits, and this guy's been sat sort of half painted for a while, so I'm not sure how well you can see that, but yeah, he's coming out quite nicely. And I've also been doing some work on this, the big one, my monolith, which I'm actually currently sort of working on a proper video for as well, if anyone is interested. So yeah, this is a tree that I'm working on that's going to be growing sort of out the side of it, which is sort of fits in the theme of the rest of my Necron army. But yeah, so there'll be more of that popping up soon. And anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna, as I said, I'm just taking a minute, just as I have an empty house. It's quiet. There's nobody here. Kids are sort of on their way home from school, I think, and yeah, so it doesn't happen very often, and it's quite nice just to sit and get some work done. So yeah, so this guy needs finishing. He's been sat unfinished for a few weeks now, and as I would really like to get him done. I finished off the other 5 that go with him a while back, but yeah, this one still needs doing. And yeah, he's getting there. And this is my custom chapter. But yeah, most of the base coats and stuff done, so it just needs a bit more work, but he's getting there. Unfortunately, the scheme takes quite a long time because there's a lot of highlight stages, and I kind of went a bit mad with this when I started this little army, and it's been taking me, it's probably about 3 years that I've been working on it on and off, and I kind of made the decision when I started it to just try and make everything as perfect and as clean and as I possibly could. And the problem with that is it takes a really, 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 really long time to do anything. It can take me a week just to paint one. So, I mean, I really like the result when they're done, but it takes a long time. I'll probably never finish it. I don't think. I've had stuff sat waiting to be painted for years now. But they, slowly building them up and getting them done. But it's definitely the biggest amount of my sort of unpainted stuff is for this army that I've been working on. Yeah, I think the blue alone has about 5 different highlight colours building up, and yeah, it can take a really long time to get them done. Very happy with them when they're done, but as I said, I don't know if I'll ever get them completed at this rate. This is something I drop into every now and then when I've got nothing else to be doing. I don't have any. I haven't got any finished ones here that I can show you, but there's a few up on Instagram if you wanted to see what they look like when they're finished. Yeah, I do like them, but it's incredibly time consuming to get them done. And yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break from painting other people's bits. I'm starting those other Marines this week, I think. And they're going to be, I think they're Nova Marines. Sort of white and blue quartered ones. I think that's right. I think that's what they're called. I've got them here. Somewhere. Some jump pack guys and some stern guard. And this guy. And one of these, which is, I think, the captain in here. So they're all going to be painted up as Nova Marines, which is going to be quite fun, actually. I've never painted a sort of quarter scheme before. But, again, painting somebody else as a commission. But I'll be starting them this week, I think. So this guy working on, and yeah, and again the monolith over here, which is sort of an ongoing thing. But I've been putting that off for I don't know how long now. A long time. I can see what I want to do with it in my head, but it's I keep putting it off because I'm worried I'm going to ruin it. Because it's not a cheap model to buy. I certainly can't afford to buy another one if it goes wrong. But again, I think it'll look great when it's done. So yeah, I just basically all my Necron stuff is sort of forest themed, and so this was always the idea to be the big centerpiece. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, this is going to be a full tree growing out of the top. So they're all sort of, again, I don't have any here to show you, but they've all got moss and plant life, everything all growing up them. And again, something I've been working on for a long time, and this was going to be the big centerpiece for it. But I've been putting it off because I can kind of see what I want to do in my head, but it's, yeah, getting that right the first time and not messing it up and having a big old wire tree growing out of it and destroying the whole thing, ruining it. But I think it'll look good when it's done. If I can get what's in my head and out and make it actually happen as I want it to, then yeah, it should look pretty good. Not very practical for games and stuff, but I don't really play very often anyway. They're more sort of sitting on shelves and trying to make them look nice. But yeah, I decided to bite the bullet and actually start it. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with the tree so far. it's quite, I think it's worked out quite nicely. But that's the big challenge, to get that. Once that looks right, then I can kind of, the rest of it's just sort of just painting it up and everything. It's just getting it looking right. But I'm sort of filming myself while I'm working on that as well at the same time. So the plan is to kind of put up a, because it's going to be quite a long process, and to put them up as just as I go, really, just a few videos kind of as I go, just showing how it's coming along and everything. So I think it'd be too much to do all in one go, and it's going to take quite some time to get it sorted out as well. So yeah. And hopefully this one will be finished soonish. So this is just the first highlight colour anyway, going on there. Can you see? Yeah, you can just about see this is quite a chunky highlight. And then there'll be another 4, I think, on that blue. I think it's another 4. Just to slowly build it up. And this is why these take so long. And then, what's the next one? So this is, where are we? Tech Green. Sorry about my nails, by the way. I've been at work all day. I work as an engineer, and yeah, I get quite, work with my hands a lot, so apologies. I've literally sort of just got in and yeah, I'm quite conscious of that. So this is the second highlight on here, on these. This face took, I had to correct it so many times, I kept messing the eyes up. It really, yeah. Quite happy with it, but those eyes, I can't, it doesn't matter how many times I do it, I've never, I can still always struggle with eyes. They always end up looking in different directions, and so that's why I thought I'd get his face done quickly. We'll get it done first, so that was out of the way. But yeah, thanks for somebody's been. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But yeah, thanks very much. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you to say. And yes, I am enjoying the baby free time. Well, baby and two other children free time. My wife is on maternity leave still at the moment, so she's sort of doing the school run at the moment. I managed to kind of get out of work a little bit early. I've been doing a lot of sort of late nights recently at work, or getting back late, and I just decided I was gonna not do that today. Come home a bit early. I got everything done. There was no need to be there, so yeah. So she's out doing the school run. So this is my little half hour or so in the house by myself. It's nice and quiet. But yeah, he's coming along. And I'd kind of converted the base up a little bit for this, because and the one that came in the box has a Tyranid head here that he's standing on, which I cut off, and again, this isn't finished yet, but sort of sculpted all this and put skulls in and stuff, so that'll all be painted up as well, just because I wanted it to fit in with the rest of them. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch everything. Not just this, but everything else. It's a real help. I know I've been a bit sort of slack recently getting other videos out. It's just been so busy. Oh, screwed that up. Yeah, the original plan when I started doing this was to kind of try to do one a week, or one video a week. I think I was being a bit ambitious. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I don't know. I mean, I might do something with these. Make a video on these ones. These. I wasn't sure how interesting that would be to anybody, because it's sort of a custom chapter that I don't know. I've kind of avoided really doing any videos on them, just because I wasn't sure how interesting that would be to anybody. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. See if anybody's interested. Let's say he's been sort of half finished for a few weeks now. I had good intentions of getting him done, and then he kind of just got put on the back burner while working on other stuff. Mainly the knights that I was doing last week. Yeah. Most of the sort of work is done really. It's all the bits I don't like doing, all the kind of the base coating and stuff. It's all the nice bits, all the highlights, and putting all the detail in now. I really should have done this in sub-assemblies, because it would have been easier to airbrush everything. But I don't like having loads of stuff unbuilt. I was end up kind of building everything and then regretting it later on. Especially when you're doing multiple colours. I mean, it just would have been so much easier if that arm and that sword and everything wasn't glued on. But I stupidly glued everything all together and then didn't really think about it. So it was lots of masking and covering stuff up, and it came out okay in the end. What's next? Right. Next one is Temple Guard Blue. I started putting all these in dropper bottles at one point and then never finished it, so I got a bit of half and half. I do find it easier, although this is a pain when these nozzles, they get blocked up so easily. It definitely makes life easier if you're using an airbrush rather than trying to take stuff out of the other pots, but yeah. But then the other ones are these guys just, yeah, always clogged up at the back. You never get the lids on. Forever cleaning those. So this needs to go right just on the very edges. I quite like the effect it gives. Sort of slightly over the top. I'm not sure how well you can see it on here, but yeah, it does. It looks a lot brighter in real life. Yeah, as I said, these guys are the ones that I try to do my best to make them as perfect as I can do. They're not as good as some people, I know that, but I try and push myself as much as possible with them. I've got a couple of other armies where they're purposely able to be done as quickly, really fast, and very little effort, and just being able to lots of dry brushing and air brushing and stuff, so you can get things done really quickly. But this one is just, I try to get everything as clean and just get this looking as good as I possibly can. Just trying to sort of push myself a bit and that's why it takes time. And as I said earlier, well, it'll probably never all be finished, but although I tried to stop buying things. I've got, actually, I may have it here. Yeah, it's down here. So, you always hear people talking about like their pile of shame, or their sort of big stack of stuff that they've bought and never finish or never get around to painting. So this, so far, is mine. This is everything that's left. I made a sort of conscious decision not to buy anything new. This is every unpainted thing that I own, which I think in the scheme of things, compared to what some people I know have, is actually pretty good. It's mainly Space Marines again, because I keep putting them off because they just, yeah, take a long time. But this is everything. So I think really it's not too bad. Lots of sort of half started things. I really hate those flying bases, so I got rid of them. They're far taller than the standard one, but again, they will be done at some point. And again, more sort of half started, half finished things. But this is it. This is everything. So in the scheme of things, pretty good, I think. I just made a decision a while back to stop buying things because it's too much otherwise. I'll never get them done. Yeah. I sort of went through a bit of a phase of doing all the airbrushing and stuff and trying to get all of these ready. There's all sorts of stuff in here as well, like this guy. Will I ever finish him? I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, as I said, I know there are people who've got shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff and just hundreds of things. And so I think I don't feel too guilty about what I have there, which still needs doing. It could be a lot worse. So I've trying to have the willpower not to do it, not to buy stuff. So it's just finding time, isn't it, I think? Yeah, again, as I said the last time I did this, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody. It's been, as I said, it's been really nice. I don't know while that's coming out. Can you see that? Yeah, so this blue has to be right on just on the very, very edges of everything. And when it's done, it makes the blue part of the arm kind of have a little bit of almost like a glowy effect to it. Kind of slightly exaggerated highlights and as I say, I'm sitting here painting this and I've got this monolith sat here staring at me. Just what I really want to be getting on with, but there's a lot of stuff that I need to do first. So I'll just hang on. Again, I wanted to start on this, but there's so many bits that need sorting out. Like sorry, it's all in bits and pieces at the moment, but yeah, like all the gap filling and stuff and tidying up. And it's all in separate pieces as well. So there's all these little bits and pieces. Whole thing comes apart. If you have one of those, or if you think about buying one, make sure you keep it all in separate bits, because you'll struggle. it's crazy how quiet it is here. I'm just not used to it anymore. Having kids running around normally, there's always somebody making noise. It's nice, don't get me wrong. But it almost feels sort of alien to me when there's no noise in the house. Like even when my kids are asleep, there's always something, because they both are two boys that share a bedroom. They sleep with white noise on, which is something that started off first when he was tiny. So even when they're asleep, there's this sort of always this background noise, which is quite nice, really. If you've never used white noise to sleep, it's actually really good. It does help. Yeah, and they've sort of just had it forever. So yeah, it's quite weird sitting in a very, very, very quiet house. What do we need? I may go back to that, but the next one is, where is it? No, not that one. This guy. The state of this. The state of that. It really needs update, needs a refresh. So then this just goes on right on the very, very edges of everything, on the very corners, and it's quite subtle, but it does make it look a bit better. Really exaggerated right towards the corners. So yeah, I expect the silence to be broken any minute, because I've got a feeling they'll all be back from school any minute. At which point I will turn this off. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to actually to watch again. As I said in the last one, I'm not sure how interesting this is to people, but it is massively appreciated. I always feel like I should be talking now, but you can see that. That's coming out okay. It'll look better once it's all been matted down. There's a problem with this, the Incubi Darkness, this main one, it comes out very shiny. It's got quite a gloss finish. But yeah, I'm hoping that I will get the next one up here in relatively soon anyway. Oh god, that's far too much. So if you're interested in seeing some Necrons and stuff, then keep an eye out for that. Oh yeah, that codex goes up, doesn't it? And for pre-order this weekend, I think. I might actually buy it. I haven't bought any. I don't really tend to buy the books and stuff because I don't really play very often. But I might buy that one because they're definitely sort of my main one. If I am going to use them for a game, so I might actually go and buy that one. Although, to be honest, I wish you didn't have to bother with the books at all. I was genuinely happy when they said that they were doing the what do you want to call it? Sort of like the reset when they got rid of all the other books and just had the index cards and all that sort of stuff. I thought that was really good. It's a shame they didn't just stick with that. Just get rid of the books. Don't have the codexes at all, and just have. I know lots of people like them, but if it was me, I would rather just say, well, or pay a subscription or something like I don't know, a $5 a month or something that allows you access to all of them, or just the rules. And do away with the books. So I don't know. I fell out of love with it just because I couldn't keep up. I don't play enough. I don't play often enough to keep up with the rule changes every 5 minutes. It feels like as soon as I got used to something, it changed, and so buying a book and it's already out of date before it's arrived with you. So yeah, if it was me, I would just scrap a lot, do not bother. But that's just my opinion. But I know lots of people do like them, so each to their own. I try not to be too negative about this stuff. There's too much negativity about it. So that's most of the blue highlight done now, I think. Although I might go back and touch that up a little. Yeah, quite happy with that so far. What do I need to do next? I think next thing is start highlighting out the other bits. So, doing the highlight for the sort of the cream bit, the white armor, is this. Thankfully, this one, this colour, I only bother with 2 highlights on this rather than 4. Just this, and then some pure white on the very edges, very corners. First brush mark, I guess, wrong. Oh, I can hear them. That is my kids arriving. So, I am going to say goodbye, because they're going to be smashing through the front door any second. So, there we go. That's what we've got done so far anyway. I'll get some pictures up on Instagram in the next couple of days, I think, when he's finished. So, thank you very much for watching.